Ford Focus is the perfect all-round car, especially for a young family. It's nice to drive, practical, cheap to run as well as affordable, and is well equipped with safety kits, so it is no surprise it is a popular seller. 5-door only. The new 2011 Ford Focus looks very different from the previous version. It's longer, sits lower to the ground and only comes with 5 doors. The Ford Focus has been around since 1998, though it doesn't have the best record for reliability. Other makes, such as the Honda Civic, have a better reputation for build quality and reliability. However, Ford has been improving the build quality of its latest cars, and the new Ford Focus is no exception, and this bodes well for improved reliability. Active safety features. The latest Ford Focus hatchback also comes with new technology to improve driver safety and ownership experience, such as a blind spot indicator. Parking assistance helps steer the car safely into a parking spot, and a slow-speed anti-collision system designed to prevent accidents happening in town traffic. Some of these accessories are available as options only, while others, depending on the trim level you choose, can come as standard. There are 6 trim levels available, from the entry-level Studio that comes with alloy wheels but not an alarm as standard, to the top-range Titanium X that comes with leather, electric adjustable and heated front seats, and parking sensors as standard. Frugal Ecoboost engines. You get the same engine choice as before, but Ford has added 2 more fuel-efficient petrol engines, a 1.0-litre and 1.6-litre. These engines are called Ecoboost, and each is available with 2 different power outputs. The 1.0-litre in the lower power guise of 99 bhp is the cheapest petrol engine to buy and run thanks to free road tax in its first year, and has the best fuel efficiency figures of more than 58 miles per gallon. 2 diesel engines remain on offer, with the 1.6-litre available with 2 power outputs and the 2.0-litre diesel available with 3. Buyers looking to cut diesel costs should aim for the lower power motors, fitted with manual gearboxes. Overhaul. In 2014, the Focus range was given a significant facelift for 2014 with a new bonnet, bumpers, the front one incorporating a stylish new chrome grille and slimmer headlamps. At the back, LEDs feature in the reshaped lights, and there's a new tailgate design too. Climb inside, and the materials have been upgraded, with many models featuring an 8-inch touchscreen at the top of the dashboard for Sync 2, with all benefiting from new instruments and redesigned switchgear. Under the bonnet, a 99 GkM edition of the 1.0-litre Ecoboost became available, as did a new range of 1.5-litre petrol and diesel engines. Further improvements were also made to the Focus self-parking and active safety systems. Read the full Ford Focus review to find out more. Performance. There's a broad selection of engines, and if you can't find one that suits, then you might as well take a trip to pick yours. Ford Focus performance will vary depending on the engine you choose and whether it is petrol or diesel. The petrols comprise a 1.6 TVCT offering both 103 bhp and 123 bhp outputs, and a 1.0-litre with 99 bhp or 124 bhp, and 1.6-litre fuel-efficient engines with 147 bhp or 180 bhp. Ford officially calls these Ecoboost engines, and they are designed to be frugal. The diesel range starts with the 1.6T with 93 bhp and 113 bhp power outputs, then a 2.0T with 138 bhp that you can have with the Power Shift Auto, Ford's version of an automatic gearbox, which is claimed to change gears quicker than a standard automatic. Topping the diesels is the 2.0-litre TDCi with 160 bhp that you can also have with the Power Shift. We tested the 160 bhp 2.0 litre with the 6-speed manual and the power shift, as well as the 1.6 litre Ecoboost with 180 bhp. We think the power shift is a bad idea. The acceleration feels blunted, and if you do switch to manual mode, you will have to use very counterintuitive plus and minus buttons located on the side of the gear knob to change up and down. It feels awkward, delivers fewer miles per gallon, and we think it's absolutely not worth shelling out the extra £1,000 or so for this dual clutch auto. However, both the diesel 160 bhp 2.0 litre and the 180 bhp petrol 1.6 litre are impressive, and the stats tell a very positive story. 0.62 miles per hour on the 6-speed 2.0 litre diesel takes 8.6 seconds, 8.9 seconds with the auto, and the 180 bhp 1.6 litre petrol will get there in just 7.9 seconds, which is impressive for a bog-standard medium family hatchback. Top speed for the 2.0 litre is 135 miles per hour, 134 miles per hour with the auto, and 138 miles per hour for the 1.6 litre. Handling: the previous generation Focus was pretty adept at cornering, so we expected it to be an improvement, but although this one is competent, it's not quite so sharp. It appears Ford, in a bid to appeal to an even broader market, has made this car a little softer. On tight corners you get a little more body lean, a little less grip and steering that just isn't as quick or sharp as that on the old model. Still, it's not bad, and if you do enter bends with gusto you will enjoy decent levels of grip, but again you will find the nose pushing more in a straight line on damp surfaces, which will require you to lift off the accelerator to get the car to tuck in. This new Focus does feel softer, which means it's not quite on par with the Volkswagen Golf for instance, but it does deal with the bends better than a Vauxhall Astra. It is hard to fault the Focus. It does feel less of a driver's car now, but the compromises made to deliver a more comfortable ride are probably worth it. Zetec S models get stiffer suspension that helps reduce body roll, making the car feel more sporting, without overly compromising the ride quality. The main criticism of the Focus, however, is with the steering. The introduction of electronic steering has dulled the feel, which means there's less feedback coming through the wheel. The rest of the controls combine to give a positive driving experience. The brakes are excellent, and gear change on the manual is smooth, but the power shift auto seems to restrict the car's progress rather than enhance it. We don't think the answer is to switch to manual mode and do the gear changes yourself, because the buttons are located on the knob and it doesn't feel quite right. A fixed paddle shift like that on the Golf's DSG versions would have been a better solution. Equipment: Ford Focus equipment will vary depending on which of the 6 trim levels you choose. There is the Studio, Edge, Zetec, Zetec S, Titanium and Titanium X, and each comes with its own standard amount of kit. Standard equipment: the Ford Focus Studio trim is only available with the standard 1.6 litre petrol engine and is the cheapest route into Ford Focus ownership by a reasonable margin. The Edge is not a great bet because it does not come with alloy wheels or an alarm as standard, and loses more of its value than any other of the trim versions available. The Zetec is best for value because it doesn't cost much more than Edge, and you get a better range of quality kit including digital radio, hands-free, Bluetooth, USB connection and front sports seats fitted as standard. It also comes with a heated front windscreen and heated door mirrors, ideal if you park your car outside in winter. Both the Zetec S and Titanium cost the same, so buyers looking for a more sporty look and drive should opt for the Zetec S with its body kit, front sports seats, sports pedals and sports suspension. Buyers looking for a more family focused Ford Focus should go for the Titanium with its cruise control, engine start button, auto headlights and windscreen wipers and rear armrest with storage, ideal for the kids. Optional accessories. There are many Ford Focus accessories that a buyer can opt for, including several packs of optional equipment. High milers and family motorists should consider the driver assist package: lane departure warning, lane keeping aid, driver alert, auto high beam, traffic sign recognition, active city stop and blind spot information system. If you're nervous about parking, the optional park assist is worthwhile, or the cheaper parking sensors really help. Standard on the Titanium X, while town drivers will find the power-fold mirrors and parking sensors called the City Pack useful. The blind spot indicator is very useful, though only available driver's assist package that also includes lane departure, driver alert, active cruise control, auto high beam control, road sign recognition and low-speed anti-collision. The convenience pack comes with a self-pack system that steers the car into a suitable parking spot, dubbed Park Assist, while the family pack contains child-proof locks, electric windows front and rear, and a warning system that alerts the driver if someone hasn't fitted their seatbelt in the rear. Comfort. There's little to complain about Ford Focus comfort. The seats are comfortable, and with a broad range of adjustment in height and reach steering, it's easy to find a decent driving position. We would have liked a little more lateral support to hem you in when cornering tightly, but it's not a deal breaker. The optional sports seats help here and are more comfortable, but we'd recommend actually testing them to see if they are worth the extra outlay. It's not a cheap option. The ride is excellent, the best in class, and even after a couple of hours of hard driving we emerged from the car feeling very fresh with no aches or pains. Road and engine noise was well contained, but there is a little bit of wind rustle coming from the wing mirrors. Practicality. The new Focus is longer, and although it's a few millimeters narrower, there's a little more width inside the cabin, allowing for more shoulder room. Legroom in the front is ample, and so is the legroom in the back. Surprisingly, the height reduction hasn't affected the headroom, so even taller passengers in the back can sit comfortably without having to duck down. The boot is cavernous too, with the seats up and a tire kit. There's 363 litres of storage space available, but with all the rear seats down you get 1,148 litres at your disposal. It's not as good as a VW Golf 350 litres with rear seats up and 1,305 with rear seats down, but it's better than an Astra 312 litres and 1,070 litres. The rear seat fold-down system is fantastically easy to operate, and you can tilt the seat base up and then fold the backs down in a matter of seconds without having to take the headrests off. The rear bench is split 60 hours 40 minutes for extra flexibility. Forward visibility is reasonable, but the A-pillar can be intrusive on tight corners, and the shallow rear screen does compromise the view out of the back. Safety. Ford Focus safety is a key concern for a lot of car buyers, and the good news is that it has been given the full 5 stars for crash protection by the independent company, NCAP, which specializes in assessing cars' crash protection. The Focus is fitted with several crash protection features as standard, including drivers, passenger and side airbags. The inclusion of stability control and ISOFIX child seat fittings as standard is to be applauded, but if safety is your priority you can specify the driver assistance pack that includes blind spot warning, active cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic sign recognition, driver alert and auto high beam. Most notably, there's also the option of the low-speed safety system that will stop the car automatically if it thinks you are going to hit the car in front in slow-moving traffic. We tested the whole lot, and with active cruise control, a system that keeps you at a set distance from the car in front, and lane keep assist that steers the car back into the lane by monitoring the white lines, we found that we could completely take our hands and feet off the controls and allow the car to drive itself. In terms of practicality, this probably isn't to be advised, and it is unnerving feeling when you try it, but it does demonstrate Ford's commitment to safety. The blind spot warning is a useful thing, and if you are rubbish at parking, It's worth investing in the convenience pack that includes Active Park Assist and Power Fold mirrors. Active Park Assist provides driver help when attempting parallel parking. It's activated at the push of the button and measures any gaps to see if the Focus will fit into it. Having found one, the car will then provide instructions with audio prompts and on the heads-up display. The car does the steering, leaving the driver to control the throttle and clutch. It's not perfect, but some Ford Focus owners found this very useful. Reliability. Ford Focus reliability is something the company has been working to improve, given the previous generation Focus is not as good as some of its rivals such as the Honda Civic. The new Focus has improved build quality, and this bodes well for long-term reliability, so we don't expect owners to experience many problems. The previous generation Focus didn't score particularly well in customer satisfaction surveys, and Ford, as a brand, is a more mid-table performer. Still, this is a volume car with no pretensions, and it did finish ahead of a key rival, the Vauxhall Astra. The previous generation Focus did have several official recalls, but there have been no official recalls for the new Focus. Time will tell whether the new technology and latest generation Focus will prove to be reliable.